Hi, my name is Craig Ferguson, and I am a freelance graphic designer and photographer. I also specialize in helping kids with special needs through tutoring. I am a very open person and have no problem discussing any topics, and I'm never closed minded about anything. I would describe my work style as unique. I always do as much research for my projects as possible before I even start the beginning phase of the design. I feel my education helps play a huge role in the research process, being that I have a BS in art and an MA in teaching. Being able being able to branch research out is a major key to the success of my design. Knowing everything I can about a project puts me many steps ahead of the basic graphic designer. I am a firm believer that knowledge is power and is a key to success in the graphic design industry. I have many things that motivate me, although my main motivation is my daughter, who is now 15 years old. I always wanted her to be proud of me, having that she has had a pretty rough life for a young kid growing up in a society that is already hard at her age. I enjoy the fact that she tells her friends that I'm an artist. The feeling I get inside when she says this is one that just cannot be put into words. My other motivation comes from my agoraphobia that I've had to deal with for the past 10 years. Graphic design and art gives me a way to escape and feel good about myself. Considering I couldn't leave the house a few years ago to where I am now, being able to do things freely motivates me to continue my career goals with greater confidence. My overall career goal is to teach online at a major art school. I've wanted to do this since my second semester into my bachelor's degree. I felt a lot of teachers online were just there for a paycheck and were not really paying attention to the students. I can remember purposely turning in low quality work to see if they were actually paying attention, only to receive an A on the work that I would consider at most B quality work. I want to pass on information that I have in design and art in a way that anyone can understand it. So many teachers online have issues trying to say what they want via the internet and just writing in class instead of face to face interaction. I wanted I want to be the teacher that a student walks away from my class and says, wow, they really learned something. I'm interested in this job because I love all aspects of design. The ability to work with companies that learn and grow is a key to my overall success, not only as a designer, but a person. Seeing the inner working of a company that is successful can help me as a designer see the different aspects of the design world, as not everyone thinks the same way. Being able to not only share my thoughts and how I approach design, and learn your company from the inside out goes about the design process, and it can be beneficial to all parties involved. I find decisions where I feel I am right based on research and facts the hardest for me. If a person is making a decision based on feelings or a hunch, I find this hard to agree with. When you do your research and present facts and somebody disagrees with the facts or disregards them, period, I find this hard to handle. Making decisions should be based on research and fact, and I might have issues when decisions are based otherwise, unless it's directly from the client and that is the way they want things designed. As of now, I feel a base salary of $25 per hour is more than fair with my background in education. Having a double master's might entitle me to a little bit more money, although I feel $25 an hour base is to be more than fair. I will also consider working as a consultant. As for long-term goals, as long as I'm happy in my work environment and the market is steady, I would expect an annual raise or compensation if the company is booming and growing due to my considerations. I would like to now share some of my work with you. And now I'd like to share some work with you. I want to go to the end of this real quick so I can show you the final step. As you can see here, this is my final project. This mixes my photography with my topography and also experimental text. I wanted to give meaning and feeling to this piece of artwork, which I feel I have done, and I'm very proud of this piece of work. Not only due to the fact it was a very successful design, it helped many other students grasp the ways that you can embed text into an image to give it feeling. That's why I created this document, to show the process from the beginning to the end phase. If we go up to the beginning phase, you can see I took a photograph. This is a basic razor blade, some fake blood, shot at close range. And then what I did, I took all the midtones, as you can see here, selected them all. I made a layer for that. Then I took the shadows also, made a new layer. Then what I did is started masking text within these layers, as you can see here. As you can tell, it only puts text where the blood lays out, where exactly where the highlights, the shadows, and the midtones might be within the picture itself. And as you keep duplicating this process between the midtones, the shadows, it starts getting a real nice result, as you can see here. Then once you start changing colors, text sizes, you start getting a real depth feeling to the overall project, as you can see here. I also took a little bit of the text and changed the dimensions a bit to give it even more of that 3D type feel, if you want to say. It's a really easy technique that I picked up along the ways with the shadows and the midtones and my basic photography skills. And then as you can see, as we get closer to the edges, to the end process, before the eyes were added, that you can see the real nice depth within this image itself. It makes the viewer look at the image and actually wonder what's going on. What are all these things saying? So it's definitely one of those pieces I feel that somebody will walk by and pay more attention to than the average piece. And as you can see here is the end result, which I am very, very happy with. This piece has been bought several times, framed, and is hanging up in many places. I think there's about 50 of these hanging across America right now, so I'm real proud of this piece and the overall process that I could help other people show the beginning process to the end process. And I've also made a YouTube video of how to do this exact type of experimental topography. I want to thank you for your time and watching this video. Hope you enjoyed my work.